I don't know if you guys have been able to notice, but I haven't really been wearing makeup in my last few videos, so is that like the new look now? Am I just like not gonna wear makeup in my videos? I think it's kind of fun. And yeah, my hair is all natural today. I'm like super natural today. Hey everyone, my name is Allie and welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing the Booktube Newbie tag. So around the beginning of when I started my channel back, I think in 2017, I want to say 2017, I can't really remember, but I started my channel, well, technically I started my channel like back in 2015, but I started like booktube videos specifically back in like 2017, and so I've been here for quite a while, so I'm definitely not a booktube newbie anymore. So I figured I would do this tag because I haven't done it yet and I feel like it's a little bit overdue, and I'm just really excited to answer these questions and get right on into the tag. The first question I kind of already answered because the first question is how old is your channel? And I think my channel started in around May or June of 2017, or was it 2018? No, I think it was 2017. I want to say, I'm not going to go check because this is just a very casual video, but I'm pretty sure it was May or June. Or yeah, May or June of 2017. That's my final answer. That's what I'm gonna say. The second question is, what are your favorite videos to make? And I think that my favorite videos to make are definitely wrap-ups and TBRs. I think those are the ones that I have the most fun making, and I love getting to talk about the books I've read and then the books I'm really excited to read. I also really enjoyed making the videos about reacting to Goodreads reviews, but since I've done my survey, I've noticed that a few people in that survey really just weren't into those kind of videos, which is totally fine, but I really did enjoy making those, and I don't think I'm going to make any more of them, but they were definitely fun to make. Question number 3 is, what one piece of advice would you give to someone who wanted to start booktube? And I think my biggest piece of advice is just to be yourself, because this is kind of your brand. It's kind of like just something that you're putting out into the world and you're showing this specific part of yourself, and I think it's just more important to be true to that rather than to try to be someone you're not, because I've definitely done that in the past, and I really I don't really regret it because I definitely learned from it, but I wish that I had just kind of stayed true to who I am instead of trying to be someone that I'm not. And I feel like just do whatever is natural for you. I think it's really obvious when people get in front of the camera and it's not natural and it's really uncomfortable for both them and the viewer. So I think that just being yourself and being as natural as possible, however that comes off in front of the camera, I think that that's just perfectly fine. I think it's just better to present yourself the way that you are rather than to try to force yourself to be this like specific image that you think a booktuber is, because there are so many different kinds of booktubers and there are so many kinds of viewers that someone's going to find your channel and really just connect with it and connect with you. And I think it's more important for people to connect with you as like the actual person rather than you as the image that you've created for yourself. The fourth question is, since joining, have you run into any unforeseen challenges? I had to like actually look at the screen for that question because that was not making sense in my brain. So for me, I think one of the biggest challenges is that when I go into books, or when I say that I want to read a book, I really don't know a lot about that book. And so having to talk about books that I haven't read yet is really difficult for me because I don't really want to spoil myself too much, and I don't even really want to read too much of like the synopsis or whatever. So I find it really hard to convey why I'm really excited about a book like to you guys as viewers, because I feel like that kind of just gets lost from my brain to on the screen. And I really don't want to like change the way that I go into books, but I definitely need to get better at verbalizing why I get so excited about books and not just be like, oh, it's because of the cover, because honestly, I am definitely a cover buy person. I can totally admit that I do buy books because of a pretty cover, but I do actually have like a set way of buying books that I don't really talk about, and maybe I should make a video on that, of like how I pick out my books. And it's not just like, oh, a pretty cover, I really like that, I'm gonna buy it. No, it's like it has to have a pretty cover, but it also has to have like these sort of things that I like have like preconceived notions about. And yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense if I just made a video about it. That's definitely been a big issue for me doing this channel, trying to convey how excited I get over books that I don't know a lot about. What is a favorite book / series that you've read because of BookTube? So I feel like the one that comes right to my mind right when I hear this question is definitely the Charlotte Holmes series, and I read this because of Rocky from Blonde with a Book, because it's her favorite book series, and this is actually the second book in the series because I'm going to reread the first book, and I just love this series so much. I think that it's absolutely phenomenal. I went into the series thinking I wasn't going to enjoy it because the main character is a boy, and I tend to not like those kind of books. It's just not my cup of tea. But I stuck with it and I ended up really falling in love with this story. So basically, if you don't know what the Charlotte Holmes books are about, they are about Charlotte and Jamie, and they are both respective descendants of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. John Watson. And yes, I absolutely love the series. It has a lot of like slow burn romance, a lot of detective work, which is really interesting, a lot of mystery, and also a lot of ABBA, which I love ABBA, and that's Charlotte's favorite too. So I really enjoy this series, and I'm so glad that Rocky just like shouts her love about it all the time, because literally I have no regrets about this series. I love it so much. I'm going to reread it, and I'm so excited for A Question of Holmes. It's just gonna be so good. Question number 6 is, overall, what is your favorite aspect about BookTube? And I think definitely my favorite aspect about BookTube is getting to connect with other people about books, because in my real life, I don't have anyone that I can talk to books about. It's literally just me, and I don't really have any friends that enjoy books, and I kind of feel a little isolated because of that at times. So it's really nice to have BookTube and the book community in general to just be able to fangirl and talk about books and be excited and share our passions and talk about books that we love. And it's just so much fun, and I'm so glad that I have this. Like literally, I feel like my 13-year-old self would have never imagined something like this. Like I feel like she's somewhere out there being like, wow, this is amazing, all my dreams have come true. And I just love getting to talk about books. It's literally my favorite thing. I've loved books since like literally forever. I'm sorry I'm saying like so much, but I have genuinely enjoyed books for absolutely ever since I could read, and this has just been something that I've always wanted. I've always tried to get my friends to read. I've always tried to find people that I could talk with about I've always tried to find people that I could talk about books with, and it just hasn't really worked out until BookTube, so I owe a lot to BookTube. I'm gonna have to read this question from my computer. It's kind of a long one. Number 7 is, want to spread the BookTube love, give at least one newbie a shout out. And the BookTube newbie I'm going to be shouting out is Cole from Cole's Book Corner, and I absolutely love her channel. She does some really amazing work, and I just love watching her videos because they're so calming and just have this like really nice aesthetic. And I feel like she does a really good job at talking about books and explaining what they're about and why she likes them, why she dislikes them. And just her overall persona is so calming and so genuinely pleasing to watch, and I just absolutely love her. She's also on Twitter, and I think she also recently in the past like month or maybe a few weeks has created an Instagram as well, which I really enjoy, so I'll link all that down below. And I love her and her channel, and she's just amazing. Seriously, one of my favorite BookTube channels like of all time. The last question is to tag people, and I feel like this is kind of a difficult tag to tag people with, so I'm not really going to tag anyone, but if you want to do this, then feel free to do it. And yeah, so that was the entire video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was a lot of fun to do and a lot of fun to answer, and I hope you guys didn't really mind like my kind of just plain natural appearance. Like I just kind of wanted to film a video, and I didn't really feel like getting ready because it's like 9 o'clock at night and I should be reading The Wicked King. I'm just not. I'm kind of procrastinating, so you get a fresh-faced Allie in a video instead. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!